Good evening and welcome to Greg Mitchell Field on the campus of Missouri Valley College. Tonight it is lacrosse in the KCAC as the Missouri Valley College Vikings host the Benedictine Ravens. I'm Ken Quiaba. Brian McLaughlin alongside him. Brian, you follow this team. Of course, you're at Missouri Valley as a part of this lacrosse team. And lost the season opener at Lindenwood Belleville, so I know Coach Totero ready to get this and this team ready to get back on the field tonight and get a win, aren't they?
Yeah, they've been practicing well all week. Really getting back into it following the tough loss, and now they're ready to show what they got. First conference game in program history, so it's going to be good.
And yeah, first conference game and KCAC. This team, Benedictine, joined the KCAC, mostly Kansas schools, of course. And St. Mary's defeated this Benedictine team Thursday night in Atchison, Kansas, 9-8. It went to overtime, and St. Mary's the winning goal. I believe in that match, Benedictine was down 2 or 3 goals, came back to tie it, but then gave up the game winner in overtime. So they are 1-2 on the season, 0-1 in conference play, and the Vikings are 0-1 as we get set for action tonight. I had a chance to visit with the coach a few moments ago. Well, Kevin, you practiced a long time, and of course you had one game on the road. Nice to get home, though, for that home opener, isn't it?
Absolutely. First home opener, great night under the lights, got the music going. Lots of families in here on spring break, and first open up with a conference game in KCAC, so can't ask for a better night.
Now, Benedictine opened their conference season losing 9-8 in overtime to St. Mary's. I believe that was on Thursday night.
That's correct. Didn't get a chance to get out there, but, it was a tough game. It's always good to see your conference getting better, and getting close games means the competition's getting good.
You've had one match. You went to Belleville, lost that match. Tell me a little bit about it.
I'm not pointing fingers at each other or anything like that, but, it was a little bit of pregame jitters and, just a little bit of first game anxiety, and, that's done and over with, and, moving on to another day.
Yeah, that happens a lot in that first game. Tell me about this Benedictine team you're going to face tonight.
We played them in the fall, had them out here for a fall brawl. And they're a good program. Coach Ben there has a good core guys. They're a first-year program in the KCAC, first year with NEI. So, we really can't anticipate too much more than just a bunch of hard-working kids.
What's going to be the key tonight for your club?
Possession. Offensively, we need to possess the ball and pick our poison and make sure we're taking the right shots.
It's nice to be in the conference and be in the NEIA. It's kind of fun, isn't it?
Absolutely. You can't ask for a better conference to start off for the first year at NEI, and, it should be a good time.
Coach, good luck to that.
Thank you.
All right, so there's the pregame, and now the Vikings are being introduced. In goal for the Vikings is Brandon Minchow. Brandon is from the state of Colorado, and he is a sophomore, so he wears number 18, and he will be in goal for the Vikings tonight. Glad to have you with us. Brian, what happened in the women's game today?
It was a very close, competitive game. The women ended up coming out at 12-11. It was back and forth. They were up 6-4 at halftime. Benedictine kind of came back a bit, and Vikings delivered and ended up getting the win.
So they won that one. Of course, this is the first year of competitive action for the women. They had a few gals here, and they played several club games last year. But as far as NAI and in conference, or as far as NAI play, this is the first year. So they're off to a pretty good start.
Yeah, they're up to a good start. 2-1. Their only loss coming to a Division II NCAA team last week. But, they're, coming out strong and got their first home win.
All right, and I just mentioned the goalie. You can hear the starting lineup being introduced, and Brandon Minshaw is the starting goal. How about our leading scorer? You follow this team. Who should we watch for as far as the scoring tonight for the Vikings?
You got to look at Ryan Barnes, who's one of our star players. You got to look at Austin Schindel is another offensive midfielder. You got a lot of offensive weapons on this team. It's almost hard to count them all.
All right. Vikings in the home white, the Ravens in their black jerseys with the red numerals. Vikings in white with the bright orange numerals and orange striping on the shorts and on their jerseys. And the first face-off in this KCAC conference game, and the first conference game for the Vikings underway, and Valley will control the opening face-off. And they get it out to Brandon Gallagher out of Geneva, Illinois. The Vikings on the first possession of this match. They swing it out in front. That's Ryan Barnes. We talked about Ryan Barnes. He's out of Farmington, Minnesota. One of our leading scorers. Good defense by the Ravens here. So the Vikings behind the net. John Milani. Vikings doing a pretty good job, Brian, being patient right here on this.
Yeah, they're being patient, and number 45, Owen Silverby, an All-American last year, from Canada. Definitely another player to definitely look out for in the scoring end today.
All right, the ball goes out after a missed shot, so the Ravens will have their first possession. And bringing it up for the Ravens will be Edgar Polito. First possession for the Ravens as they work it into Viking territory. And again, a goal for the Vikes is Brandon Minshaw. He's out of Colorado, a sophomore. Here's a takeaway by Valley. Still no score early on in this one. Takeaway was by Gallagher. Out front, shot, and a goal. And I believe Ryan Barnes. Well, you talked about Ryan Barnes, and there you go. Ryan Barnes out of Minnesota, one of our best offensive weapons.
Yeah, he's definitely one of the key guys that the guys look up to offensively, and as you saw, a nice goal.
So Ryan Barnes gets the first goal of this match. And we will have a face-off. As usual. Vikings controlled the first face-off. To start the match, 13:21 to go in the first quarter. Again, the Vikings control it, and here they come. Off to the right side as that was controlled by Jake Berg, the face-off. Vikings send it behind. Jack Smith. Good movement again. Valley with an early 1-0 lead. Good job passing around. Good movement. And now they'll back away and set it up, and that is Carson Brzezinski. Brzezinski sends it back. And gets it back. They work the right side. Barnes gets out of trouble. Ryan Barnes. Out in front, and it's taken away by the Ravens. So pretty good defensive stand by the Ravens there. They have their second position. They throw it deep, and this one's going to go out, and it's going to come right back to Valley. Again, the Ravens are 1-2, 0-1 in conference play. Vikings' first conference match, they're 0-1. 12 minutes to go, first quarter, 1-0 Vikings. Now it goes out on the far side. I think the Vikings will still have possession. They will. Shot, good in front, and I believe the Ravens able to come away with it. The Vikings had a pretty good opportunity there, Brian, but good job by the Raven defense.
Yeah, this Ravens defense is definitely being able to step it up and, hold the Vikings to, really look at their shots.
And now Carl Tomp steps out of bounds down in front of us. And so the Vikings get possession. The Ravens have yet to have a shot on goal, and we're about 4 minutes into this match. Vikings with possession. A few fans here, some parents here, spring break underway. Yes, at the end of classes on Friday. Good ball movement again by the Vikings. Nice job passing it around. We didn't mention Ben Boyer, and there's another goal. And that one comes from Owen Sorby. You talked about him.
Yeah, you know, one of the few Canadians that we have on this roster, played at the Hill Academy, one of the top Canadian high school programs. And, you know, it's great to have him on the team here for Missouri Valley. So
Yeah. Again, he's out of Winnipeg, sophomore. So out of Winnipeg, this would be a nice warm summer day for him.
Yeah, it's, you know, tonight is a beautiful night for lacrosse.
Very little wind. Very little wind. Nice day. Another face-off. Vikings have won the first two. And let's see. We're going to have possession here. And that is Gallagher. Still with possession on the out in front. And the Ravens able to knock this one away. But it's loose out behind the goal. I think it's going to be Viking possession. It will be. So the Vikings up 2-0 here in the first 5 minutes. And looking for more. Sornby already has one goal. And he is in control. Out in front. And this one sails wide. It may have been touched by Zach McGuff, who is the goalie. Vikings in their second year of lacrosse on campus. Are we in our third year?
Third year.
Third year. Wow, time flies. Yeah, that's the second year they played on the turf. First year they played all at Kempker on the grass. Here's a shot. Good save. This one bounds all the way to midfield. Vikings still going to have possession.
Yeah, it was you know, good job keeping that, you know, in possession for the Vikings.
The Vikes still have possession. They have put the pressure on from the opening minute. Contact, flag is thrown. There's a goal. There was a flag thrown as Milani was knocked down. And I guess the goal, I didn't see who had that, who got that one. But it's going to count, and it's 3-0. I was watching Milani as he hit the deck. But it's 3-0. Vikings have the lead. See if we can see who scored it here.
I believe that was by Sean Goodell, number 34.
34, okay. So the goal to Sean Goodwell. And so he gets his first goal. Once again, the Vikings control. And here they come again with a quick 3-0 lead. Key is get those face-offs, isn't it?
Yeah.
Obviously, it's one of the keys.
Yeah, you know, you get the face-off and you really are able to create your own momentum and really play the tempo that, you know, the Vikings want to play. By losing those face-offs, you're really playing the opponent's game.
And it's 3-0 as the Vikings smartly pass it around. Carson Brzezinski has it, lost it, picks it back up. Fires it left side. Here come the Vikings. This shot is wide. And I think the Vikings will still have possession. 8:31, first quarter, 3-0 Valley. KCAC action. Out in front. And this one gets away. Let's see who's going to be able to come with possession. I think it's, well, for a moment it was Ravens. Now the Ravens do have possession. Ravens still have not taken a shot, and now they turn it over again. Good job defensively. And if you're watching on, if you're viewing and you're not a big fan of the sport or haven't watched that much, you notice when that ball was loose toward midfield, you cannot cross that line. Only so many players on that side of on the field.
Yeah, you know, that's why you see three players have to stay back so you don't get off sides. And, you know, most of the time that line is really high, and, you know, a lot of the officials will call that right away.
So when that was rolling toward them, Maud is standing away. Now the Ravens with possession. This is really the first time that Benedictine has had it scored up to it. Now they lose it. And it's picked up by the Vikings. That's Dan Block out of Farmington, Minnesota. Fires one, and that pass escapes eludes one of his teammates. And the Ravens will have possession, or had it momentarily. And they're going to give this to the Vikings. So Valley with possession again. Sorenby will hold. 7 minutes to go, first quarter. 3-0. Missouri Valley. Send it out front. Another goal, and that is Barnes again. Ryan Barnes whips that one in. I'll tell you, that was kind of a tough angle. Good shot by Ryan.
Yeah, you know, definitely outside shot, gets it in. You know, that's why Ryan is one of the highlights of this offense, is able to really score from anywhere on the field.
Well, he put that one right by Zach McGuff. It was quickly 4-0. Ben Coughlin is the coach at Benedictine in his first season out of Kansas State. Kevin Totero is the coach of the Vikings, and he was here since the beginning of this program 3 years ago. Vikings have controlled every faceoff so far, and they will do so again. Leading 4-0. Quickly, another goal. Boy, that was quick. Right off the faceoff.
Goal scored by number 34, Sean Goodell.
Sean Goodell with his second. 5-0 here in the first period. And one of the keys is the fact that the Vikings have won every faceoff. Oh, we may have a timeout here. So we're early on, 6:32 first quarter, and it is all Missouri Valley leading by the score of 5-0. Barnes a couple of goals, Goodell 2 goals, and Sorenby has a goal. So already 5-0. We have a timeout. Vikings lead this 5-0. And I'm telling you, that last goal was scored in a hurry. We'll watch it from the faceoff, and this did not take long for the Vikings to score their 5th goal. Wow. Won the faceoff, 2 passes, and Barnes put it in the net. Or Goodell, excuse me, on that one. That's pretty impressive. So Barnes with 2, Goodell with 2, and Sorenby with a goal. Again, Brian, you control the face-off, and the other thing is, Benedictine, when they do have possession, they're turning it over. They're not keeping possession of it very long.
Yeah, you know,
a couple turnovers.
They're playing sloppy lacrosse right now, and you know, Missouri Valley's playing their style, their game right now, and they're a very hard team to beat when they're on their game.
And the Vikings have some veterans here. This is the 3rd year of the program.
You know, you mentioned that we have two seniors, John Milani and Ben Holback, who have been with the program since the inception, and they've definitely one of the some of those players that the team looks up to lead this program.
All right, already 5-0, and Ravens have possession. Out front, shot, block, taken away. Good job by the goalie, Brandon Minshaw. And quickly, here come the Vikings on the run, leading 5-0. Now the Ravens take it away. Good defense. Ravens attack. And this one bounds off to the right, away from Minshaw. Ravens will have possession. Clock moving, 5:50 to go, first quarter. Whoops, little anticipation.
Yeah.
Blew the horn for a Viking goal. All right, Ravens now will set up the offense. Brandon Bowe gives it off to Andrew Jacobs. So they work it out front. Djokovic looking to get their first goal of the match, as we are in the first period. Ravens on the attack. Here's a shot, and this one goes wide. Ravens still with possession. Under 5 minutes to go in the first quarter now. Ravens passing around looking for that open shot. Greg Mitchell Field gets a lot of use. You have the football team and then both soccer teams, lacrosse, and when they're not using it, baseball, softball, everyone else working on the turf. Here's a shot, and this one goes wide. Ravens will maintain possession. 4:23 to go. Boy, that ball taken away. That was rough. Ball is loose as Tom hit pretty hard, lost control of it. And here come the Vikings with that 5-0 lead, looking for more. And they'll set up the attack. Get it all the way back to Sorby. And he'll back away now with 3:32 to go in the quarter. They'll work the right side, leading 5-0. Sorby gives it out front. And that is Brzezinski. He's a Canadian. Edmonton. Here come the Vikings on the attack. They get it out in front, and they score again. It's 6-0. Was that Milani? We'll wait and see who that was. On the replay, right out in front. I think it was Milani.
I think Milani might have got a piece of that.
22. Well, Milani got a piece of it, but the goal is going to go to Jack Smith. So Jack Smith got the goal, number 22. It's already 6-0. And we're still in the first. Now the Ravens cannot maintain possession of it. And here come the Vikings again. Their flag is thrown. Let's see what this be on. It's going to be Viking possession. Six to nothing. We're in the first period. As Missouri Valley off to a quick start in this one. Quickly. Give it back to Bond. He has a couple. Sorby! And this is a good save. Sorby put that one right on net.
Yeah.
One of the Vikings was down for a moment, and they'll back up. We're down the last couple minutes of this first period. And once again, the Vikings get possession, had it, lost it. Now they'll have possession again. It has been a very impressive first period for Missouri Valley. They came out ready to go today. Brzezinski with it. This goes out. It'll be possession to the Vikings.
He's got a Facebook message. It's pronounced Sarobi.
Sarobi.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So just wanted
So
to
in
clarify.
Canada they go Sarobi. Well, he has a goal. And thanks for watching. We have quite a few viewers tonight. 1:48 first quarter, and it's all Missouri Valley leading 6 to nothing. Now Coach Ben Coughlin out talking to the officials. He has kind of a limited roster here. Looks like 4 or 5 extra players is all he has across the way there.
Yeah, I think they only traveled about 15 players.
And the Vikings have their entire team over there. On this beautiful Saturday evening. All right, Valley up 6-zip. And the Vikings have possession late here in the first quarter. They'll take their time. Ryan Barnes. Sarobi. Threw a pass underneath or behind, and Brzezinski couldn't come up with it. So the Ravens possession here in the final minute 17 of the first quarter. And coming all the way out of goal was McGuff, but now the Ravens turn it over again. And here come the Vikings looking for their 7th goal in the first period as they set it up. .42 seconds to go. Vikings taking their time. So behind goal. Takes a look at the clock. 20 seconds to go. And that behind there is Goodell. And now here come the Vikings out in front, and they score.
Goal scored by number 32, Carson Brzezinski.
Brzezinski gets the goal. 7 to nothing. Brzezinski scores with 9.6 seconds to go in the first quarter. So the Vikings in command of this one. And their home opener. And really not a bad crowd here at all. A few family members, a few students still on campus. The Vikings, I believe, have won every face-off. And they win another one. Win another save. Let's see if they can a few seconds to score here. They've got less than a second now. They will not be able to score, but you can't ask for much more than that. As Jake Berg won yet another faceoff. You can't ask Brian much more than that in a quarter.
You know, a great quarter by Missouri Valley. Really, again, you know, playing Viking lacrosse and playing the way that they can, and came out strong, and just going to continue to play that throughout the game.
All right. Second quarter coming up. We get ready for quarter number 2. It's all Valley 7-zip. Switch ends of the field. The Ravens will now protect the goal to the north. And let's see. Once again, the Vikings control after a faceoff. I think they've controlled after every faceoff in this match. Gallagher with it. Vikings 7 first quarter goals. And they have possession again. Move it around. Out in front. And there's another goal. And that's Brzezinski with his second goal in really the last minute of play. And the Vikings up 8-0, making this look pretty easy. But again, Brian, they're controlling every face-off, and once they do that, they're pretty much dictating all the action here.
Yeah, just key to winning this game and continuing their play will be to win face-offs.
Yep, and they are doing that. So they go on the. I think I have scheduled here. Let's see. The Vikings go on the. Do you have to go on the?
Yeah, we go on the road.
Go to Georgia, right?
Yeah, we're headed to Georgia.
Headed
We
to
leave
Georgia.
Tuesday morning.
Vikings again control the face-off. Here they come again. Now they lose it out front, but the Ravens can't come up with it. And let's see who's gonna get possession of this. I think the Ravens finally do get possession of it. I believe the Ravens only had a couple shots. Now the Vikings take it away. So it's just been the Ravens' inability to control once they get possession. It's already 8-0. Kevin's over there encouraging his offense. And whistle stops play as a shot goes over the top of the net. Going to be possession to the Ravens. Across field, 110 yards long, 60 yards wide. Goal 6x6. All right, Ravens with possession, looking to get their first goal of this match, and now they're going to lose possession of it. Here come the Vikings again. I believe that was Meows who lost possession. Here come the Vikes. Get it out in front. And I believe, is it a goal? Who got that one?
Goodell.
Goodell.
So that's a
Yeah,
hat trick for
that's
him.
hat trick. Sean Goodell with a hat trick. That's 9-0. As you can see on the replay, it happened in a hurry. Got it down in front, and Goodell with it. So 9-0. 12:32 to go in the half. So the Vikings well on their way. Here's the pass. And Goodell just went right around and scored. Nice job. Once again, the Vikings win a faceoff. And that's a big part of it. Looking to get the score in double digits here. They move around. Ben Boyer, we mentioned his name tonight. Behind is Goodell. Out in front, and this shot misses, but the Vikings maintain possession quickly. Now whistle, and it's going to be Benedictine possession.
Flag.
Well, let's see the flag down. But I guess we're going to give the possession back to. Possession's going to go to Benedictine, right? I believe so, yeah. Okay, so the Ravens will have it. I think.
Yes, they do.
Yes, they have possession. 11:32 to go, first half. See if they can penetrate this Viking defense and get their first goal of the match. Pass it around out front. Novacek had it. Now behind the net. Bring it out front. There's a shot. And a score. And that one goes to Kyle Tomp, who gets the goal. Good hard shot. Good shot from right out front.
Yeah, good shot. Was able to get it past Minshaw. Minshaw, who's been fantastic today in net. Can't save them all.
Boy, he caught that pass, and in one motion, he just fired that one in. So it's 9-1. And let's see this face off. Jake Berg again with the face off. And the Vikings control once again. Berg staying in, and he has control of it. And he gives it back to Milani. Vikings with a commanding 9-1 lead. We're in the second quarter. Back out front it goes to Sorobi. And now he gives it off to Barnes. Barnes double team. Here's a shot. I believe Sorobi got another one. Sorobi took that one and just powered that one in. So that's his second. As the goal parade continues. So it's 10-1. Up and now there's a flag has been thrown. Oh man, an illegal stick.
That means that penalty is going to be locked in with an illegal stick, so we can score as much as possible and continue to be man up.
Okay, so the Ravens are man down. Just what they didn't need. They were facing a 10-1 deficit. All right, here come the Vikings with a huge lead, and now a man advantage. Man up here. Who's going to get the next hat trick? There's a shot, and there's a score. And this one off the stick of Austin Schindel, I believe.
Yeah, Austin Schindel, one of the 9 transfers that come in for the spring semester, previously played at Onondaga Community College, also from the same high school as Brendan Minshall.
All right. And he gets his first goal. And again, here we go again with being a man down. Vikings will have it again, up 11-1. We'll have another face-off here. Valley has been able to control I believe every face-off we've had. And they control another one. I'll tell you what, he's done a heck of a job, hasn't he? Vikings quickly. This shot missed. Jake Berg's done a great job on the face-offs. Vikings with possession and a huge lead here. As they pass it, move around. Already leading 11-1. Oh, bad pass. One of the few mistakes you'll see the Vikings make tonight. Just made a bad pass. That doesn't happen to them very often. We're at 9:15 to go in the second quarter. And the Vikings in command. But once again, the Ravens lose possession. Now they get it back. Well, they do lose it. And here come the Vikings again. Playing good defense. Good job of taking it away. All Valley tonight, at least here in this first half. Glad you can be with us wherever you're viewing. You know we have some in our neighbors to the north in Canada. I'm sure quite a bit of East Coast and another goal.
Goal scored by number 34,
That's the fourth for Goodell, isn't it? Yeah, his fourth goal. He's working on his second hat trick of the first half. 12-1. Yeah, the Vikings just dominated every phase of this. Dominating the face-offs. We'll talk about that schedule here in just a moment. Vikings heading to Georgia for some action over spring break. The baseball and softball teams are in Tucson, Arizona, playing some games. And a face-off control by Benedictine. I think it's the first one. Whoa. Here come the Ravens. Ravens with possession. We're down to the 8-minute mark of the first half. And it's all Valley leading 11. I said 12-1. It's 11-1.
No, it is 12-1. I think they
12. They didn't put that goal up. Yeah, okay.
They missed a goal.
So who's counting, right? There's 4, 8. Yep, there we have 12. On my book. Vikings really working defensively to take that away. Ravens will have possession, down 12-1. I see Andrew Legg in. I don't know if Andrew's been in much tonight or not. I also see DeAndre Parks out there. They may have been called tonight. Alex Albrecht. All right, here we go. Ravens with possession. Looking to get another goal here. The Vikings really working defensively. And now they take it away. Vikings have pretty good team speed. Mr. Goodell, he already has 4. Under 8 minutes to go in this first half. And it's 12-1, Valley on top. Six and a half minutes to go in the half.
Vikings just back to even strength with Austin Schindel serving a penalty.
Yeah. But you have to continue to force the action, don't you? You can't just stall. You have to continue to force the action, don't you?
Yeah.
So the Vikings are doing that right now. Taking their time, passing it around. Now they're working it right in the middle. Score. I believe that was
Scored by number 1, Greg Barone.
Greg Ferrone with a goal to make it 13-1. Well, the Vikings took their time, set it up, and Ferrone gets the goal. That's Valley dominating play here. And I think everyone kind of figured the Vikings would be the favorite in this match tonight. Benedictine, a first-year program, but Valley playing well. Really playing an aggressive defense. That's really really helped them.
Their defense has definitely worked out the kinks from their game against Lindenwood Bellevue. That's fairly relevant today.
All right, let's see. Vikings going to have possession, I believe. And already a 13-1 lead with under 6 minutes to go in the second quarter. Women won tonight, right? Close match, but did the women win?
Yeah, 12-11.
12-11. Good close match. All right, Vikes. Behind goals for own. Orlando, Florida. He scored a goal. The last one for Valley. They look for their 14th. And Josh Fletcher's in there now, Lebanon, Ohio. Where's number 5? 21, Taylor Jack. Bradley Maines in the contest. Out in front. And scramble for the possession. The Vikings come away with it again. Good hustle. Again, they're quick. There's a shot, and this one wide. A little high, a little wide. 4:55 to go in the half. It's all Missouri Valley tonight. The Vikings will have it. Now is a flag, penalty flag. In wrestling today, Gabby Musalam, the defending heavyweight champ, 285, lost his semifinal match by pin this morning, and he came back to win his third place match. So Gabby with a championship last year, third place this year. Jake Exter finished 5th for Missouri Valley, and Riley Boomer will be wrestling this evening for a championship. Grandview out of Des Moines is going to win the team championship going away. They have 7 wrestlers in the finals. That's in Topeka.
That's impressive.
Yeah, that's very impressive. But good luck to Riley Boomer tonight as he attempts to win a individual championship. Musalam was 3rd, Exter was 5th. I mentioned the men's softball team, baseball team, both in Topeka. Here's a good save. Ball loose in front. And the Ravens have possession. Pretty good defense that time by Benedictine. But the Vikings, again, take it away. Ravens unable to hang on. Scott Taylor lost that one. So Valley right back with the possession. Looked for a moment like Barnes was going to take that shot and backed away. Here's a shot, and this one skips by. Under 4 minutes to go in this first half. All Missouri Valley. Back out in front. Shot. Goal.
Goal scored by number 22, Jack Smith.
So that goal by Jack Smith. That's Jack Smith's second. So the Vikings did a good job. The offense. Smith open. And he fired that one in. So it's 14-1. Another face-off. And let's see who's going to get this one. Ooh, Benedictine had it for a moment, and the Vikings come away with it. Well, the percentage for Berg's pretty good.
Yeah.
Maybe 100%. I think Benedictine had one. Got control of one face-off, I think. All right, Benedictine's going to have possession. The Vikings turn it over one of the few times. They just have not made many errors. Three minutes to go in the first half, controlled by Missouri Valley. They're up 14-1. And the Ravens throw it away. Out toward the penalty box. They just have not had many opportunities to score. They've thrown it away, or the Viking defense has taken it away. All right, here comes Valley again, looking for their 15th goal of the first half. Long shot, won't go. I guess when this match is over, it's somebody's job to go get all those all the balls that are all over the place, right?
Yeah, they're gonna have to go on a ball hunt after the
Yeah,
game.
a ball hunt. Yep. Ball hunt after the game. Find all the lacrosse balls. Here's another shot. This one, it's loose in front, and the Ravens get it out of there, but it's going to be Raven possession. 2:22 to go in the first half. And the Ravens throw it away again. They try a cross-court pass, and it's too high to handle for Brendan Bowe. So here come the Vikings again. Didn't take the Vikings long to go on the attack. 2 minutes to go in the half. The Vikings with it. And they'll bring it out front. Minute 50 left. All Vikings. What's coach going to say at halftime here? Not many mistakes.
You know, I think Kevin's gonna tell them to continue to play the game, keep the tempo up, and really just tweak whatever they have done wrong.
Here's a shot out in front, and that one is saved. There's a flag. I think looks like I'll wait and see. As the Vikings will have possession here.
You mentioned
Minute 30.
softball, baseball teams out in
Yep.
Tucson. Got a message from them. Softball teams out there watching the Vikings in this 14-1 win.
Well, good. Well, we're glad they can be with us. How they doing out there? Have they given you results?
Haven't heard anything on that end yet.
Tell them we need some results from them. All right. I'm sure they're out in 70-degree weather in Tucson. It's nice here tonight, but not Tucson, Arizona weather.
Yeah, not that nice.
All right, here we go. Vikings up by the score of 14-1, looking for yet another goal here late in the first half. And they lose possession, at least momentarily. Minute 6 left. Vikings scored one goal with about 9 seconds to go in the first quarter. All right, Ravens are going to have possession. And they have just a little over a minute with which to work here in the first half. And they this time get possession. Here's a shot, and this one goes wide right. .52 seconds to go. Ravens possession, but it looks like they may lose it again. They will, as the Vikings able to come up with it. Good ball handling. Now flag. The clock is stopped with 35 seconds to go in the half. Intermission, and then we'll be back with the second half. I mentioned this team is heading to Georgia over the break. Going to be playing Point University and Kennesaw State on the 9th and 10th. And then on the 11th, play Reinhardt University, also in Georgia, and then come back home for Savannah College of Art and Design on the 19th of this month. And we'll have the video of that one as well. All right, Vikings with 29 seconds to go, looking for their 15th goal. Shot is wide. And this will go out. 23 seconds left. Valley still with possession, though. Ryan Barnes had possession. Now they work it underneath. There's a shot. Another goal. Oh, they waved that one off, I guess.
Goal scorer,
Must have waved that one off. Yeah, they waved it off. So that goal was waved off. Ravens have it, and we're out of time. So the Vikings will settle for 14 first half goals. They lead it over Benedictine 14-1. Ryan and I, and Chaz Maddie, will be back with the second half in just a few moments. Welcome back to the second half as the Missouri Valley College Vikings have a big lead over Benedictine in their home opener of KCAC lacrosse. Final the score right now 14-1. And Benedictine will have possession to get the second half underway. They scored their one goal, but boy, the Viking defense has really been something. And again, as you see there, double teaming, looking to take it away from the Ravens. Here's a shot. Yeah, looked like a pretty good save made by Minshaw. Minshaw of Colorado, he's the goalie for the Vikings. Where's number 18? There was a penalty flag. I think the Ravens are going to have possession. So Ravens possession down 14-1. And they keep possession. The ball got away for a moment, but Tomk was able to go back and get it. Our next live stream of lacrosse will be on the 19th. Here's a shot, and this goes wide. Just underway in second half. Ravens with possession. They lost their opening match to St. Mary's 9-8 in overtime on Thursday night. We were there for the basketball game, and they were just wrapping up the lacrosse as we left Atchison. Here's a shot. Good save. Minshaw again. He hasn't been real busy tonight, but he's been effective. And now the Vikings with their first possession of the second half. Looking for their 15th goal. And they'll wait for Sorobi to come into the action. Vikings very good stick handlers. Have good team speed. Of course, in the third year of this program, they've been to the national tournament both years. Kevin's done a great job with this program. Under 13 minutes to go in the third quarter. Here come the Vikings. One out in front, and this possession is going to stay with Valley. There's a shot. This one bounces in front of the goal, taken by the Ravens. But again, you just watch the team speed. The Vikings really doing a good job defensively, double teaming, but the Ravens keep possession this time. And here's a hard shot that goes wide to the left. Ravens get it again blocked out in front. And Minshaw comes away with a good save there.
Yeah, Minshaw, definitely on top of his game tonight.
The other way, here come the Vikings. The possession will go to the Ravens. So the Ravens with possession, trailing 14-1. That's Andrew Jacobs out of Clinton, Iowa. Now he loses it. And here come those Vikings again on the attack. The Ravens take it away. Starting to see a little, yeah, that was a dangerous pass. Flipped it back to the goalie. And had a Viking right there. But the Ravens have it. So you going to Georgia with the team?
Yes.
All right, you guys. When you leaving tomorrow? Next couple days?
We leave Tuesday, and right now we're scheduled to leave at 3 in the morning.
3 in the morning Tuesday. Oh yeah, nice little bus ride to Georgia. Huh?
Yeah, about 10, 12 hours.
Yeah.
Should be quite the experience.
Brian works with the lacrosse program, does all their media, and even as we do this tonight, is tweeting out about the contest. And good luck to the baseball and softball teams in Tucson. We'll have some baseball and softball on the audio, not on video, on audio a little later on this spring from the Valley campus. Always look forward to that. Down to about 10 minutes to go now in the third quarter. This quarter moving right along. No scoring yet. Vikings with possession. Boy, I tell you, the Vikings really handle the ball well. You just don't see many passing errors, do you?
No, they've, passes are a lot crisper.
Yeah.
Everybody seems to know kind of where they're supposed to go, and they're really developing, unlike they were.
Yeah. Taking nothing away from Lindenwood Belleville, but it might have been a nice wake-up call for this team. You had a lot of high rank mentions and high in the rankings, and went out and lost a game.
Yeah, when you're number 2 in the NAIA poll and number 8 in the preseason MCLA poll, you're going to come into games and you're going to have to be overconfident sometimes, and that's exactly what happened with Missouri Valley.
Zach McGuff made a nice save there for Benedictine, and now the Ravens with possession. No goal scored here in the third quarter after the Vikings just dominated play in the first half, leading 14-1. And again, the Vikings take it away momentarily anyway. Now the Ravens get it back. 9 minutes to go in this quarter. Vikings will have possession. And they bring it in a hurry. That's Jack Smith out of Lake Travis, Texas. We've played 6 minutes of this quarter. No scoring in the third here. Now you'll see some good lacrosse when you go to Georgia next weekend.
Yeah, a few ranked teams that we take on. Kennesaw, who we played and beat last season at home, and also played in California after getting bounced in the first round. Going to be a good matchup.
Ravens have possession here. And with it is Meehouse. Oh, contact at midfield, another flag. So, ooh, that was a vicious hit at midfield. And let's take a look, probably, man. Here's the replay of that. But bam. I mean, a collision right at midfield. That's a penalty on the Viking. So the Vikings be a man down. Ooh. Everybody's okay after that rattler. All right, Ravens with possession. As they pass it around. Now bring it back out front. Looking for an opening here. Viking defense has been very solid. Now they get a stick on one. That's knocked out. It'll still belong to the Ravens as Patrick Schmidt will Bring it back in. (14-1), all the scoring in the first half. Vikings really have that goal throughout. And again, nice job, excellent job of getting a stick on that one. And I think that's Gallagher, I believe. Excellent job. Now the Ravens go to work defensively, but the Vikings with some nice cross field passing. 6:40 to go in the quarter. And they'll set up the offense, looking for the 15th goal of this match. Oh. Pass loss. Let's see if they can get it back. As that was Jake Smith, or Jack Smith had it for a moment. Also in there. We are down to the 6:14 mark of the scoreless third quarter. Viking will have possession. Both teams at full strength again. Here's a shot, and this one is blocked. But the Vikings get it back. And they score.
Goal scored by number 22, Jack Smith.
Jack Smith, his hat trick now, his third goal of the night. That's the first goal of the quarter. That's 15-1. That comes with about 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. So another face-off coming here. The Vikings have been very solid controlling face-offs tonight. And let's see, they control another one. This time it was Tyler Wollenberg. So the Vikings up 15-1, control the face-off, and here they come offensively again. With 5.5 to go, third quarter. And a commanding lead. Sorobi has 2. He's looking for a hat trick. Ball is loose, and the Ravens come away with it as Greenberger couldn't keep it in play. Scott Taylor had it, or has it, for the Ravens at midfield, weaving through traffic. Now, ball is loose, and for a moment I thought that Dan Block had it, but we'll see. It'll be Raven possession. Ravens scored 1 goal in the first. Vikings have, what was it, 8-0 or 7-0 in the first?
7-0.
7-0. So exploded for 7 goals. They scored like in the first 2 goals in the first couple minutes. All right, Vikings take it away now. So Valley has it. Good defense by the Ravens. Send this pass all the way across to Gallagher. And again, now this time they throw it away as Gallagher was trying to get that pass to Albrecht, and Albrecht couldn't come up with it. Had to try to make the backhand on it, he couldn't do it. So the Ravens with possession. As they move from our right to left, The Vikings are defending the north goal. Got Greg Mitchell field. Here's a shot. It's high and it sails over the top of the goal. 3:43 to go in the quarter. And the Ravens still with possession. The flags fly all over the place.
Everybody threw a flag on that.
Oh, the trip. You could hear helmets hit. And wow, there was a trip. I think stick to helmet. So the Vikes are man down, I think, right? Yeah, Vikes are man down here.
They'll be man down.
So let's see if the Ravens can take advantage, being a man up. As we wind down this third quarter. Trailing 15-1. Trying to set something up. The Ravens looking for that opening. They work it to their left. Bring it back out front. We're down to 2:40. Almost a steal by the Vikings. Now it's loose in front. The Ravens going to keep it in play. Ball just not giving them many openings whatsoever.
And the penalty.
Penalty is over.
Yeah.
So full strength now.
Benedictine just called the timeout.
Benedictine taking a timeout. 2:08 to go, third quarter. It's 15-1. Valley with the lead on this Saturday evening. Well, a timeout taken by the Ravens with 2:08 to go. They will have possessions. 15-1 is our score. As the Vikings scored early and often in the first half. Only one goal in the third quarter, so Benedictine's tightened up the defense a little bit. But Vikings just came out, scored 7 first quarter goals. 7 goals in the first quarter. That was pretty impressive. All right. Ravens with it after the timeout. Again, the Vikings playing pretty good defense here, just not giving them any openings at all. In fact, he's continuing to push him a little bit further away from the goal. Good defense by Horchak. Horlak is in there. Where's number 11? Ryan out of Kansas City. Mention him. Patrick Schmidt with possession for the Ravens. That clock continuing to move. They've taken almost a minute off the clock, and now they turn it over. Vikings have it. Boy, nice pass upfield, and here come the Vikings on the run. That's Dan Block.
Nice pass from Andrew Legg, one of the other All-Americans still on this roster from last season.
Nice pass, but then the Vikings throw it away. So we're winding down the third quarter. Valley certainly in command of this one, leading 15-1. We're in the final minute of the third quarter. Vikings on the attack again. Well, they've got time, so they'll slow it down here, set it up. Clock is down to 25 seconds. Remember, they scored a goal with 9 seconds to go in the first quarter. Again, very good job passing the ball. Orlena's in there now, number 24. He comes to the center and whistle. Vikings turn it over, excuse me. 3, 2, 1, and that's going to do it. So only one goal in that third quarter. And Valley up 15-1. Brian McLaughlin's going to give us a little the commentary in the fourth quarter. That's coming up in just a bit. All right, we're about ready for the fourth and final quarter. 15-1. The Vikings with a lead, and Brian McLaughlin. We have a face-off start the fourth quarter.
Yeah, Vikings. Benedictine controlling the face-off there.
Ravens have it. They haven't again had too many shots on goal tonight, have they?
Yeah, and the shots on goal have been, really been taken care of by Brandon Minshaw on most of them.
But Minshaw's been good tonight.
Yeah.
Ravens with possession. Again, they have not had a lot of good opportunities to score. But this Viking defense has been tough all night.
Yeah, the defense has really been on top of their game, controlling Benedictine, not allowing them to get the open shots that they want and not getting the looks that they want.
Ravens work their left side. Only one goal so far in this second half.
It's going to stay possession on the shot with Benedictine.
Minshaw's been tough tonight. Ravens just can't really find any openings, can they, in that defense?
Yeah, every look that they get keeps on, slide over and getting chewed up. And Minshaw with another save. It's actually remarkable that Minshaw's even in net, missing last season, medical red shirt, in a car accident on his way home from Valley on the way to winter break. Ended up actually being in a coma for a couple weeks.
Wow, yeah.
And lucky to not only be playing lacrosse but walking again.
Yeah.
And it's, to see him come back and just be in the same form, even better.
And now the Vikings score a goal. I think it was number 12. That is for the Vikings. That is Giles scored.
Yeah, Giles Manafo on the goal, his first of the season.
So that's his first. He gets into the scoring. And it's now, that comes with exactly 13 minutes to go. Make it 16-1. Now the face-off. The Vikings have had a fantastic percentage on face-offs tonight, too. Looks like they win another one.
Wallenberg with another win for the Vikings in the face-off.
Well, Berg was tough in the first half, so now he said, yeah, I'm going to take over in the second half.
Yeah.
So the Vikings have possession. A few new players have checked in. We haven't called their names anyway. Alex Moyer from KC's in. The Vikings up comfortably here as they look to score again here. It's 16-1.
Jack Smith controlling the ball.
He's quick. We have some team speed, don't we?
Yeah, they're definitely speed.
Ravens take it away, one of the first takeaways for the Ravens. But look at the Vikings in pursuit. Man, they are just all over the place. Here's a shot. Good save. Not that save.
Yeah, backup goalie.
Yep.
Andrew Matthews from Chicago
Good
in
save.
net now. One thing the Vikings are very lucky to have is two solid goaltenders.
He picked that one, did Matthews. All right. Vikings again on the attack. The scoring pace certainly slowed down from the first half. This one goes wide over by the Malcolm Center. 11:21 remaining. Vikings are going to be 1-0 in conference play. 1-1 on the season as you guys head to Georgia. That'd be good competition down there.
Yeah, it would be really good to, this win is a good stepping stone to finding our identity of what we're going to be this season. And I think the trip to Georgia will only solidify that.
I agree. Okay, Benedictine will have possession here. As coach is gone to his bench early and often tonight. Again, the Vikings doing a great job defensively. As the Ravens having a hard time even getting the ball into the offensive end. That's Patrick Schmidt. Back to Kyle Tonk. Winding down to the 10-minute mark. Glad you can be with us tonight. Viewing our first of the year, we'll have several lacrosse matches for you. If we can keep Mr. McLaughlin working with us throughout the rest of the spring.
Yeah, great opportunity to be able to commentate tonight.
All right, Benedictine. Passing it around, the Vikings going to play that good defense. Kevin has to be pleased with this. There's another shot, and this one bounces out in front and scoots by Andrew Matthews. Andrew's from Geneva, Illinois. Backup goalie. he gets to wear sweatpants on a cool evening, see?
Yep. Goalies usually take the sweatpants as a choice, and I don't blame them on this kind of night. And cool.
Yeah, you're not running around as much as those other guys out there. Benedictine still with control. And this has really been about a possession, one of the longer possessions they've had in the match. Now let's see if they can score off it. Oh, throw it away. Ball gets to midfield. It's going to be a Viking possession. And the Vikings quickly score easily as they brought it down and scored easily.
It looked like Harris to Giles Munafo for his second of the night.
Second goal in the last 3 minutes. So Valley up 7. Is that 17 now? Yeah, 17-1 with 9 minutes to go. And let's see who's going to be in the face-off this time. Okay, Waldenberg again, Tyler Waldenberg. (17-1). Vikings only scored 1 goal in the third, but they are picking up the pace again here. And Mr. Waldenberg controls the face-off. And he's hit, flags fly. And it's going to be a good night for the Viking lacrosse team. Conference basketball going on tonight as well. The women's semifinals, the men's last night. Mid-American Nazarene won, so they will host, and they'll host William Penn. William Penn traveled to Peru State and upset Peru State. I mean, it'd be a high-scoring game, but they beat them pretty good. I think about a 20-point performance, so somewhat of a surprise there. As Corday Sims and his club, they'll make the national tournament, but they're out of the conference tournament. Here's a shot, blocked. Vikings still have it. Another goal.
That one, Tyler Jack out of Maine, the lone New Englander on this roster.
Tyler Jack gets into the action now.
You take a look at this roster, and you see a lot of freshmen and sophomores, especially on the scoring. Youth is a really, really prevalent part of this program right now, being only in its third year. And, things are looking up if you can continue to have 18-1 nights.
All right, so another face-off coming here at the 8:30 mark. And again, the Vikings control that face-off with a 18-1 lead. Benedictine leading Mid-American Nazarene in one of the women's games. That would be an upset, 29-20. There's another goal. I thought for a moment it was going to be blocked, but a goal. So the Vikings score again, and they're really
It's
putting this one up again.
Giles.
Wow. And I tell you what, all three of those in the fourth quarter, I think.
Yeah.
A hat trick in the fourth quarter. Not bad. And it's Vikings continue to be impressive tonight. Again at halftime, Central Methodist leading Baker 37-31, and Benedictine over Mid-American Nazarene 29-20. Those are in the women's basketball semifinals tonight. Those are halftime scores. All right, about 8 minutes to go in this one. It's all Missouri Valley tonight, 19-1. So they'll be 1-0 in KCAC play, 1-1 on the year. They're high ranking nationally. And everyone's gotten in on the action. Makes for a fun night. Nice move, shot. This one is blocked. Vikings get it back, however. Another block. And give credit to Zach McGuff. He made two nice saves there. 19-1. Valley with the lead. Benedictine will fall to 0-2 in conference play. This one not quite as close as the Thursday night match when they lost by 1 in overtime to St. Mary's. A little rough on the far side. Physical action there. And I believe the Ravens will have possession.
Now out of town.
Excuse me. The Vikings will have it. Yeah, go ahead.
Out of town score. It's in another KCAC team playing. St. Gregory's out of Oklahoma is up 7-2 at half over University of Texas Dallas.
Okay, 7-2, right? Okay.
7-2.
All right. Okay. The score will follow. All right, Benedictine with it. 6.5 minutes to go. Now the Vikings take it away. And that is DeAndre Parks. Had it for a moment. And DeAndre gives it off to Ryan Barnes. Ryan scored a couple of goals early. He had two in the first quarter. Vikings have put 19 goals up tonight, looking for number 20, and we still have about 6 minutes to go. There's Barnes behind the goal. Good ball movement. Vikings being very patient here with 5.5 minutes left. So it's a trip to, here's another goal. Is that Ryan?
Yeah, it's Barnes.
There's Barnes, and he gets his hat trick. So Ryan Barnes scored 2 early, and then he gets a fourth quarter one to get his hat trick, and is now 20-1. Again, this Raven team, the program, very young. And Benedictine, all their sports, very competitive. It won't be long. Lacrosse will be the same. Quality member of the Heart of America Conference. Of course, the soccer team, or the lacrosse teams play in the KCAC, but they'll get there. It won't take them long. But tonight it's the Vikings' night as they have the big lead and possession again. They have won. If they haven't won every face-off, it's all but 1 or 2.
Yeah, it's definitely at the face-off X. The Vikings have been phenomenal.
Yeah. That's just simply key. And the Ravens turn the ball over. The Vikings sharp, crisp passing, the team speed. It's just all been part of this tonight. Well, let's see if we can get Sorobi a goal. He'll get his hat trick. He's 1 shy of a hat trick. Canadian has possession right now. Here he comes. Left side, and boy, he fires that one just over the top.
Hey, he definitely wants that hat trick.
He was thinking about it, wasn't he? 4:26 to go. All right. Vikings again with possession. You mentioned Sorobi took that last shot, looking for the hat trick. Kick into the middle. Here's a shot. This one wide left. Vikings goes out. Let's see whose possession it's going to be.
Another out-of-town score. Reinhardt, who we play next week in Georgia, trails 7-6 with 11:53 left. To defending Division II MCLA National Champion Dayton.
Ooh, and we'll play them next week, huh?
Yeah.
Well, that'll be a good match. 3:50 to go. Ravens with it. As we wind down this first match on the Viking Sports Network, we'll have several more. The next one will be on the 19th of the month.
Looks like a timeout here.
And there is a timeout. So we'll be back to wrap up and finish this one up for you in just a bit. 3:37 to go. It's All Valley. All right. Valley with the big lead, 20-1. And after the timeout, we're down to about the 3:37 mark. Again, you'll all be heading off to the great state of Georgia.
Far side 30.
Take on Point University, Kennesaw State, and Reinhardt University on the trip. And then back here, Savannah College of Art and Science. We'll have that one for you on the 19th.
Yeah, 4 games against teams from Georgia, 3 on the road, and then we come back and we play SCAD right off the bat to get our second home game of the year.
All right, here we go. The Ravens had possession, lost it, and now they get it back, looking for their second goal. And the Vikings will take this one away, I think. Well, still no possession. Now the Vikings do have it. No one wants to get control here. I think Benedictine had it for a moment. Now the ball loose again. And it goes out. It'll be Viking possession. 2:50 to go. Vikings possession in midfield. 20 goals on the night, 20-1. And with 2:33 to go, good chance they may get one more. The way they're moving that ball around tonight. Good crisp passes. Winding down to the 2-minute mark. Here's a shot. Blocked. The Vikings will get possession of this. 2 minutes, exactly 2 minutes left. A little physical contact out there as they get it for position, but Tyler Jack able to maintain possession. He's out of Maine, I believe.
Yep. Like I said earlier, though, born New Englander.
Mm-hmm. And this one, pass gets away, and it should be Benedictine possession with a minute and a half remaining. Alicia Winston, Chaz Maddie on the video for you tonight. All right, Benedictine with possession, but the clock down to a minute 20, so. Coming way out of goal for that one was McGuff. Ooh.
Oh, falling on his own there.
Ball loose. Well, there's a battle for it here. And it's going to be Viking, or going to be Benedictine possession. Rather physical here in the last couple of minutes. Ravens lose control of that one, 58 seconds remaining. So you guys will be leaving Tuesday morning, 3 a.m.
Yeah.
Heading down to Georgia to play 3 matches. Good. Be a fun trip.
Yeah, it should be a good trip.
Vikings with possession. They already have 20 goals. Now the Ravens are going to take this one away. They did for a moment. No one has possession now. Still nobody has possession. And no one can pick this one up. Now whistle stops play with 34 seconds remaining. Vikings will have it. Vikings with possession. Leading 20-1. We're down to 20 seconds. Vikings going to play a little stall here. Looks like flag is thrown. There's only 20 seconds remaining. 13 seconds remaining. And the Vikings will have possession. Clock moving, and I think that'll be it. Vikings will pass it around here now, and that's going to be it. They'll take one last shot and score with a second to go. Josh Fletcher gets a goal. So it's 21-1, and that comes as time runs out. So that's our final. Brian, good job tonight. Have a good trip, and we'll talk to you on the 19th.
All right, sweet. Thank you very much.
Right back here, Brian McLaughlin. And thanks to our video crew. We appreciate it. And that'll do it for tonight from Greg Mitchell. 21-1, the final score. Valley got off to an early start. They win this one. We'll do it again on the 19th. Thanks for watching. Good night.